Good evening, Dandies. Welcome to Undetermined, the podcast.
I think we're going to censor it. There wouldn't be much left for the show. But welcome to Undetermined Podcast. Special guest tonight, Maddie and the Deadnames.
Yeah.
Folks,
Hi.
Thanks for coming on, everybody, from beautiful San Marcos, Texas. I think it's beautiful. I've never been there.
It is. It's very beautiful as far as Texas goes.
If you like beautiful women and beautiful men and a beautiful river, then
Yeah, that's what I was checking out.
And beautiful musicians.
Yeah.
There you go.
Musicians.
now we're pretty good.
Nice looking little town. But yeah, I was checking out that river for floating and stuff. Looks gorgeous. Spring-fed water and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
everything
true.
is
year round.
I like it here, isn't it, love?
Are you all native Texans?
I'm from San Marcos myself.
I think. Are you Tomas?
Yes. Christian
no,
is not.
Only
I'm
one that's
not,
not. Yeah.
No, I'm from Pennsylvania, actually.
Oh,
Everyone
I'm
except
sorry.
our guitar player is from Texas. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, my wife's a Texan.
Yeah, he's a pencil dude.
You said your wife's a Texan?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Where'd
Are you
get
not?
part?
She's from Lubbock.
Love
It is not beautiful.
That place is terrible.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not a big fan. She knows it. She's not.
I don't even know how a town ended up there. Like, what was the point? Someone's like, yeah, I'm gonna
pondered
build a house
over that.
here.
They have like a pioneer museum there, and I'm like, who the fuck decides this is where I'm going to stop?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're
This'll
dramatic,
work.
right? Like, just keep going until you find a tree,
Oh my god, I missed trees when we lived there for a few months, and I was like, trees and hills, I need you.
Well, yeah, and that place gives Texas a bad name because everyone thinks that that's what it looks like here, and it's like, no, it's just over there.
West Texas is its own place.
Yeah.
Right.
No one goes there. I haven't even been to El Paso or over in that area at all my entire life.
The architecture is beautiful.
I don't know why I would go there.
I don't know. There's the Buddy Holly Museum. That's
Buddy
kinda
Holly
cool.
Museum.
Oh, yeah. We need to go play a show there. That'd be fun. That'd be a reason
That'd be
to go
cool.
there.
That'd be cool. But yeah, I think that's the only reason. I think is because after Buddy Holly died, they're like, well, I guess we got to keep the town going.
Can't kill them both.
A lot of musicians from that area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, it
My
takes the
wife's
pressure
family
to
was
write a song. You
friends
have to be
with
happy people don't write music.
Yeah. Good point.
Have you ever heard of Mango Jerry or whatever his name is?
Mango
Mango Jerry, yeah.
Mango Jerry.
Mango Jerry.
Yeah, he's great.
He's pretty happy.
Is Mungo Jerry from there?
No, it's not even relevant.
Our minds just wander sometimes.
Yeah, I hear that.
It happens a lot here. There's a reason we're called Undetermined, because we don't know where the fuck we're going to go.
No, yeah, we wing it every time.
Yeah, beauty of it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We tried coming up with questions and things, and it never turns out well. It's always can and sounds stupid, so we don't do that anymore. But we can talk about your band. We can talk about you. You guys got a new EP out, right?
Mm-hmm.
New-ish. Yeah,
Yeah, it's our self-titled EP.
right on. Yeah, I've been really digging it.
Yeah, thank you. We recorded it with Yellow Dog Records in Wimberley, Texas, and they're pretty popular. They've done a lot of big acts, including Meat Puppets. They did some
right on.
stuff for Green Day, and they've done a lot of like the big Texas like Americana musicians and stuff, like Mike and the Moon Pies, and it was cool to be in there. It was a wonderful place to record. We're probably going to do our entire album there.
Right on.
Right on. You got really good reviews from one of our favorite Texan artists in Lisa Umbarger.
Oh, yeah.
Love her so much.
Isn't she the best?
Fainted when I met her. 'cause-
Yeah, every single one of us was, when we saw Soul Shifter, we were all like completely starstruck.
Yeah.
And we covered a Toady song too, so we were like extremely nervous and scared that they were gonna be like, yeah, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Instead, they had their hands on the stage, were like headbanging in front of us. I was like, wow, there are fans right now.
Right.
It feels so cool because I mean, I've been personally, and then I think these guys too. But like me personally, like the Toadies is probably my favorite band. So I was super excited because I grew up like watching her play bass and just I just love the Toadies. They're so good. I mean, that's 3/4 of them,
right there. Yeah.
You know, and like of all the people in the Toadies I'd want to meet is Lisa, and I was all like awkward, you know, like. Yeah. I'm just gonna stand over here and like maybe a conversation will happen. Like, hey, what's up? You from out of town? You know, and they like asked about our band and stuff before we played, and I was like, yeah, we're like a rock band. and like I remember getting off stage, she was like, oh, you're all like, oh, we're just a rock band. You didn't tell me y'all are badass. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be all like cocky. I don't know if I'm badass. That's for you to decide.
Right.
Let's just say by the end of the show, I was naked.
Yeah,
so
you were. He got naked.
Right on. Yeah.
He hit somebody in the face with his shorts.
Well, during the Toadies song, I had done a jump, and my pants had split in half. So I decided to just go pantless.
Never know what's going to happen at Maddie the Deadnames show. You know.
High energy stuff. Well, she sent me a video. Well, I mean, she sent everybody a video. She just posted a video. And I was like, wow, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, Maddie and Deadnames, like fucking one of the most exciting bands I've seen in a long time.
God, that's the coolest thing I could ever hear in my life.
But it's also, you know, the thing I like too is just that it's so multi-genre.
Yeah.
And I fucking love bands like that. And the band who does that well just has to be these people who like good music. They're just playing good music. We all kind of come from different backgrounds, you know, and like different things. And we don't really want to be in a box, you know, just kind of like whatever, you know. And I have a ton of songs that I wrote, so we're kind of like going through those and stuff. But we have started writing some stuff together, and we're getting to where we can kind of like jam together better, and it's kind of cool. So there's going to be some really cool stuff happening with us coming up. Right
so for a little bit of maybe clarification, if we could get some names to go with voices.
Oh, right.
We did that in the sound check, but we need to
Hayden. I play the bass guitar, and I'll probably say the weirdest stuff during this interview.
Yeah.
Got it.
You will. Yeah, and I'm Maddie. I'm a lead singer and rhythm guitarist.
My name is Tomas, and I play the drums for Maddie and the Deadnames.
Right.
Yeah.
My name's Christian, and I play guitar as well. No vocals over here, though.
Lead guitar.
Yeah, lead guitar.
Yeah.
Shredded.
Right.
Shred. We call him Christian the Master Bates.
Master Bates. His name is Christian Bates.
Yeah.
Nice.
Christian
I
the
won't
Master
forget
Bates.
that now. I won't forget that now at all.
Going on his tombstone.
But Christians don't masturbate.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do it more than anyone.
That's all they got. That's all they
They
got.
also come while dry humping.
Every conservative state has the #1 gay porn views. You know? Like,
Is
that true?
Like, I've seen
I
the
think
comparisons. Like, the more conservative, the more weird their porn gets. So, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I like Paul Rudd.
Someone's like, I hate gays. I'm like, so you're gay, huh?
Right. Yeah. Well, it checks out. I mean, just driving through Kansas. 9
times out of 10, it's.
You hate gays because you don't understand why you like gays.
You hate gays because you're so mad that you love penis in your mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Stop making me gay.
Yeah.
That's funny when you say that. One of my friends in high school stopped being friends with me because he was like, "You just make me sexually confused."
He was honest about it, and he didn't like convert you, burn down your house or whatever.
It just it reminds me of driving through Texas and the billboards, or through Kansas and the billboards through there on I-70. It's like every other one is like a Jesus billboard.
Oh, yeah.
There's like Jesus in the corn, and then the next one is like an adult super bookstore.
Right.
And then you
the
get
next
to
one's
Atlanta, and
Jesus.
there's like a hooker in the elevator with you. On
Right.
your hotel room.
Yeah.
Like,
That way all the way through. But I don't know. They helped us out a lot with the Roe v. Wade vote and everything. So
They did.
Yeah, pretty liberal area for how backwards it is.
I think
we live in San Marcos is a small town, but it's
the bluest town.
It's a blue town, which is kind of rare for small towns. But it is a college town. So there's Texas State University is here, so it's a teachers' college. So go figure, it's pretty liberal.
Right.
A lot of ladies here. I think it's five girls to every 2 guys here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sad for the girls because like pickings for not a lot of hot guys around here because they're all they're all taken.
I actually I got my master's from a women's college.
Yeah,
nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Matt and I, we're both in Missouri. Matt's in Kansas City.
Yeah, y'all have chili.
Yeah.
Missouri's
and I'm in Columbia.
Place.
Yeah, Columbia, Missouri. So it's a very much like the blue dot right in the middle of the state.
Yeah, I know.
Did y'all? I have a question. Did y'all ever go to a place in Missouri called the Snorty Horse Saloon?
The Snorty Horse, yes.
Okay, it was like this big barn in a field.
Yes. So
I toured with Jon Evans' band when I was like 19, and we played there, and it was one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. Like, they rode horses, they burst through the doors and rode horses into the bar and started galloping around during a song, and one of them like ended up denting my guitar with his horse hoof. Got this chunk out of my acoustic guitar because I'm ghetto and had a soft case. Anyways, and then after the bar closed, they just built this huge bonfire, and everyone just kept drinking by that outside of the bar.
Oh yeah,
I was like, this is awesome. And then we had to leave. Like, we had to like drive that night. It was I jackknifed the trailer. It was a lot.
I think that was near like Springfield. It was outside of Springfield.
It sounds so familiar.
That was my Missouri experience. I think Snorty Horse moved to like a city now. It's not a barn. Crazy barn anymore.
Right. Yeah, because way back when it started, I remember going there a couple times, and it was like they didn't even have a liquor license for the first like 3 months they opened. So they were just like, bring your own beer. And everybody
Bring your own beer.
I think it's bring your own bong, because we got there early and like we were just blazing it at the bar inside. Yeah. And there was like a haunted restaurant there that like they had all boarded off. You could look through the window and see it. It looked haunted. Crazy.
Yeah, people were like, the bring your own beer thing. They're like, can we bring liquor? And they're like, hell yeah. And we bring meth? And they're like, yeah.
The more the merrier, right?
That's pretty backed up.
Yeah, that place was scary. Yeah, it could be sketchy.
They wanted us to stay the night there. They had some bunks. And we were like, all right, get the hell out of here.
Big commune. Cowboy commune.
Midsummer type shit, man.
Okay, it's like outside of like Mount Vernon, so Springfield, yeah,
kind of around there. I know it was out in the middle of fucking nowhere, as far as towns go, but all towns in Missouri are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I think the town we stayed in, I'm trying to remember. Like, there was the hotel we stayed in was like enormous, and it looked like a castle, and like it had like an arcade and a pool inside of it. I don't know. I don't remember where I was. It was like the end of the tour. We like did Missouri, and then we went back to Houston. But I was in a daze for sure. I remember getting chili at the thing is, Missouri.
You just love chili.
No, Missouri's like they got y'all right. Am I wrong? Y'all are like chili's the thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna check out the chili, and they have like drive-through chili places. Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of chili. I don't know, Matt, it's known for chili?
More barbecue, I would think.
Barbecue more.
Somebody told me, like, you got to go get chili. So I went to, like, a restaurant that's, like, a chili, like, McDonald's. Like, it's like a fast food chili place.
Now, we do put
chili on shit. Like, everything. We put chili on shit a lot. So, steak and shake type places or, like, diners. Yeah, like chili cheese fries.
You can get chili spaghetti here.
Chili spaghetti.
Whoa, that's a Cincinnati chili.
Yeah, see, that's what I think. I would think like Ohio for chili, mostly.
Y'all guys put beans in your chili?
See, I was probably falsely informed, but who knows, I I don't know what the heck to do, but I was like, yeah, we get some like native cuisine, and they're like, oh, chili. So
You gotta go to the chili McDonald's if you want native.
So
cuisine.
this whole time, my impression has been like, yo, Missouri's the chili spot. You know, I'm wrong though. Apparently,
Perspective, I guess. I don't know.
Years ago, I got to go to went to Europe, and we stopped like in Italy for like half a day. I was like, I got to get some pasta while I'm here. I got to get some real Italian food. And I found this little cafe, and I sat out on the curb, and I swear to God, my order came out in a microwave box.
Look at the peel off lid.
It did, and I was like, what the fuck happened? I could get this from Walmart at home.
maybe they were trying. Yeah, maybe they were trying to Americanize it for you so you'd like it and not complain.
Right. I don't know. Throw some French fries in
at
there.
home.
We brought you French fry spaghetti.
No, you like you fat American. You eat this.
No, headed to France.
They're all just high-fiving each other, laughing their ass off back in the kitchen.
Watch, he's going to tip us. He's going to tip us.
Oh, fuck. So where were we?
That's a good question.
Oh, we were just talking about Missouri, and I went on a freaking rant
About chili?
about chili and Snorty Horse Saloon.
And the Snorty Horse. Yeah.
I did Jack.
Cheers to
Knife
Snorty
Burger.
Horse.
I
I
got
don't even
yelled
know
for
if it's open or not, but cheers to you. I did have some good times there. Good times. Sketchy times. Edgy. Just kept you awake. You
Yeah,
know?
like I'm the oldest by far in the band. I'm mommy, so I'm 34, and these dudes are like 24. So
21, dog.
Aw.
when I went on tour with Jon, I was 19, and I told everyone I was 23. So I was just lying the entire time. And I was dumb, you know. I didn't know how to drive shit, especially not a trailer. There's a lot of times where I got in trouble from my uncle. Because John's my uncle, so I went on tour with my uncle.
He didn't know how old you were?
And, I accidentally left him in Virginia because he got out of the van when I was inside peeing, and I didn't notice, so I just drove off and left him. I left him in Virginia, and I see his BlackBerry just going off, you know? And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, hey, John, Vivian's calling you. And someone turns around and try to wake him up, and he's not there. They're like, John's not back here. I'm like, oh, shit. So I answer it, and it's his girlfriend saying, hey, John called me from a payphone in Virginia and said he left him at the gas station.
How far had you driven at that point?
Yeah.
Oh,
How far
well, I
did
don't
you
know if you've been to Virginia. You can't turn around.
No, yeah.
You have to go 10 miles to turn around. And it was all foggy, and I was a little kid. Anyways. He's 6'7" and terrifying, so he's poking me in the chest like he's gonna kill me. Anyway, no, he wasn't even that mad, but it was still really funny.
So how did you all meet up? You all met up in San Marcos? Or?
Yeah, we all met up in San Marcos, and we were all. Maddie was doing her own thing, and me, Hayden, and Christian were all playing. Christian and Hayden were playing in a band. I was playing in a different band. And then at some point, I kind of joined forces with them, and Christian and Hayden joined the band I was playing for, and I also joined the band they were playing for. So we were both playing for two bands. That wasn't Maddie and the Deadnames. And then I think we all met through a friend or something. That's how we met Maddie.
San Martian open mics.
And then all of us were playing for three bands all of a sudden. So, yeah, we all joined Maddie and the Deadnames.
And then Maddie worked us like crazy, so we had to give up on the other bands.
Yeah, we did have to quit the other bands, honestly, because we saw a bit greater chance of success with these guys, with Maddie and the Deadnames.
Well, you definitely got something. It's fun.
We're striving for it.
We're all good friends, so it works out. We don't really know how to play our instruments too well, but
Except for Christian.
yeah.
Well, I don't know about that either.
Yeah, I'm the best. This is all literally reversed. I'm the worst musician in the band.
How long have you guys been a band?
About a year.
A little over a year.
A year and a month, probably.
Change.
Yeah, not very long as this band. We've all played most of us have played together in the past, but we've been playing this music for about a year now.
Yeah.
It's crazy because the year, it feels like we've been playing for way longer than that when I think back.
Yeah, because when we play more than like 90 shows in a year.
Yeah, we play a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of like hit the ground running and like just went like, you know, and we started off playing some pretty rinky-dink gigs, and now, this month we're playing
Mohawks.
Davenport, Mohawk, and Hole in the Wall. And those are like 3 pretty great venues in Austin and San Marcos. Like,
Yeah.
definitely not rinky-dink.
Yeah, if I know 2 of them, and I'm not even from there, it says something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mohawk is, they usually book national acts.
Like
so
tours and stuff.
Well, at least for their headliners. And we're headlining on the 11th, so it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited.
Very
Cool.
Yeah.
What are plans on the LP? Long drop.
We almost have all of, I think we have 12 originals down. We're not going to put any covers on the album. So
Good. Yeah, that's cool.
And we do, I think we have 9 covers. They're all pretty obscure, and we kind of made them our own, so they're cool.
When were we going to try to have that out? By 2024 or before that?
Yeah, 2024. We do have a single we're recording in January with Green Records, and that's going to be our song Earthbound, which is...
I think you should be on the lookout for that one. That song is really something.
It's one of my favorites to play live, definitely.
I think it's my best song I've written.
It's like raw emotion almost playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And people really love it and request it a lot. And the thing is with Green Records, they're super, super professional, and they're not as, like, Green versus Yellow Dog. Like, they're not compare. It's apples to oranges. It's a different style. You know,
But they're both fruit.
Both colors.
they're both citrus fruit. Oh no, they're not. Apple's not citrus. Anyways, whatever. What are we talking about?
The album.
So, like, more state of the art, like modern style, studio versus old school, live
Line through
recording
tape.
style studio. So we're going to be doing, we're not going to be using tape reel this time. It's going to be a whole different experience for us, and it's supposed to be like a radio-ready single. We're going to put a whole lot of time into it, this one song. So it's going to sound really, really good, and I'm excited as crap about it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cedars is they're a band that we have played with often, and they're a national touring act. They have some, they have some songs on radio stations all over the United States, and we are going on tour with them in the winter. We're going to just do a Texas tour. Dang, maybe we should add Missouri to it.
We can find you a gig or 2 in Missouri.
Yeah.
That's good to
We know some
know.
people. Yeah, we know some people.
We had some friends want us to play in Oklahoma City, so that would be kind of a little...
That's not too far from KC.
Yeah, not too far. Out of my jurisdiction, but yeah.
But if we go up there, we don't want to just go play one show and drive home. So
Right, go to Oklahoma, flip on over, get to Lawrence. We can
Lawrence, Kansas, yeah.
Find some people that would know some people there.
Sure.
Definitely some good bands we know there.
Yeah, so we're kind of starting to book like outside of San Marcos more, and we do want to book some stuff out of state and do some little mini like week-long tours here and there throughout the year. Hopefully, we can get to the point where we do a long, like a month one, but probably not until we have our album. It'll be like we'll tour the album,
Right on.
or something like that.
Well, we keep trying to get the gang from Soul Shifter to come up this way too. Maybe you guys can work out a tour together.
That would be cool. Yeah,
We'll put that in their ear.
So
Yeah.
they're about 6 hours north of us.
Right. Yeah. That was close for Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right down the road.
Right down the road.
We're playing
Maddie.
some shows in Denton coming up.
Oh, okay.
Some really cool ones. We're playing at Rubber Gloves, which is a cool spot, in Dandies. 2 of the bigger bars there. Excited about that.
Yeah, I got to get down your way. really do. There's
a lot going on
shit down there. See, I was all set up to go to Austin and down all in that area, just right before the pandemic broke. Yeah, we had to cancel everything. I mean, it was like that month that everything got really scary, like in that March or whatever it was.
He's supposed to come down for South by Southwest.
Yeah, I don't know. Should I?
Yeah, I was wondering if you should, but I was wondering if that's what you were coming down for.
No, it was totally separate. It was just the fact that like my in-laws wanted to get the whole family together and everything over a spring break thing and rent a house, and they settled on that area. And I was like, oh, I know a lot of people around there. And I was going to go see, people in other bands I know all over there, but never got to go. So I never really hung out in Texas.
I remember South by was like, it was all set up and a lot of it was like right about to happen right when COVID was hitting, and then they canceled it like right before. A whole bunch of people were in town and everything for it.
I was going to work at South by that year too.
Really?
Yeah, they had already assigned me my stage and giving me the whole package and everything, and then all of a sudden they were like, yeah, we're not going to be able to do it because of COVID, and they wound up sending us all LeBron James came out with an energy drink, and as an apology, they sent us a whole 24-pack of LeBron James energy drinks before they dropped. Like, here's our exclusive apology.
You know what? No, it's because if you ever do a festival, they just they're sponsors, and they just give pallets of energy drinks and water for like the people that are putting it on to drink the whole time.
Yeah,
so probably just had all that crap. Like, well, we got.
What are we gonna do with this shit? Yeah,
right.
They act like it was present.
An exclusive.
I don't know. It might be worth something. Did you hang on to it?
I think I actually do have the box somewhere in my house. I drank all the energy drinks because I'm addicted to caffeine. But I think I held on to the box.
Did they make you like want to dunk?
I could. It's crazy. I actually could dunk after I drank a couple of those.
Wow. Yeah.
Tomas is like 5'1".
I'm like a 5-footer.
That's where the video could come in handy.
He's got a really big heart, though.
Yeah.
Huge heart.
It's freaking massive.
His cock's not too small.
Yeah, we'll definitely get the video going next time.
Start OnlyFans.
Yeah. Maddie and the Deadnames only. People would buy that here in San Marcos. We're hot commodity. Me and Maddie both have big old titties, and
there you go.
Someone would pay for it. I don't know if it's the people we want, though.
Money's money.
Money is money. They say musicians are just whores, so.
Yeah.
Some of us are.
We all are. Capitalists are whores.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, let's face it. And we all are. To a degree, I'd say. Just negotiating the price.
Yeah.
$20.
Probably make more if you go to those Christian states.
Yeah.
Don't you love it whenever you see like a conservative dude rocking, I'm not gay, but $20, $20.
Like, hey, buddy, that's gay.
Yeah, no, you're gay.
And we're back.
Speaking of which, we've alluded to this a lot. Might as well.
I'm not gay, but we should make out, bro. No homo.
So you got your trans members in the band, gay members in the band.
I'm Maddie. I am transgender. I'm a trans woman.
Okay.
Right on.
I'm really hot.
Yeah.
You should see me. I'm super, super hot. Everybody wants to touch me.
Everybody in the band is hot. Everybody should go.
And then Hayden. Speak for yourself, Hayden.
I'm Hayden. I'm non-binary. I don't find it necessary to conform to a gender, I guess. Also, some days I feel more feminine, some days I feel more masculine.
Yeah.
But it's all fun.
It's all about expression.
Yeah, I think.
And then these other two guys are just supportive.
Heck yeah.
We're allies.
Right on. Cool. Yeah, I think it's eventually all going to go that way. It's silly to even.
Me and Hayden try to seduce them all the time, but
Working
Slow progress.
Sorry, what were you saying though?
I was just saying, I think it's all going to go to that point eventually of kind of just the fact that we need to stop giving a shit about how anybody individually, identifies. But yeah, I mean, we still see pushback. My son is trans. I think the saddest thing, the kind of pushback that we saw is it was really passive. When he started his transition, family members just that we knew for a long time and were close for a long time, just, kind of stop calling and stop showing up and, which is bullshit. But,
yeah, like you can speak for yourself, but Maddie's told us some similar stories.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. It's not everyone's the same, but for me, I like all the crap I was scared of happened, like my stepbrothers don't talk to me. My dad, my stepmom, haven't spoken to me in like 4 years. And I've reached out to them. I've tried to, meet them halfway. They don't want to. So it really sucks because, I still love them. But,
right.
And then a lot of friends that's just like, they weren't like aggressive about it, but they just don't mess with me anymore. But I don't, that's been a while. So I don't really care anymore. But yeah, I mean, at first I did. It was very, very painful for me.
Yeah, and I agree. I wouldn't say that any of these people were like crucial to our existence, but they were nice to have as family. And but I think that's it. They just didn't want to come out as hateful. They just ignored us.
Yeah, they figured it's better to just say nothing, I guess. But
silence speaks louder than words.
Yeah, it can. It can from the right person in the right circumstance. That's absolutely true.
Yeah. If you don't have anything nice to say, stay away from me.
That'd make a great T-shirt.
I think they just don't want to get beat up, They can catch hands. Nobody wants to get beat up by a chick.
Oh, shit. I used to. So I'm not. I don't give a shit what somebody's preference is or where they're at. It doesn't make a difference to me at all. But grew up in small town, rural Missouri, in the 80s, because I'm old. And, and if you're a little bit like liberal and different and you like art instead of, hunting, right? You're gay. You are gay. And I got the benefit of,
They might be right.
Growing up, gay, right? Yeah. Oh my God, I had people wanting to fight me and shit all the time.
What the hell?
Growing up, just because I had a girlfriend try to dump me because she heard I was gay.
What?
Well, I'm like, that helped.
That makes sense.
But I also kind of learned to lean into it a little bit because it was good in that early on in my life, I was like, I don't give a fuck what these assholes think about me. I don't. They're assholes. And I also nobody would fucking choose this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been
exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I want to be ridiculed and treated poorly. You don't really realize your privilege until you come out as a trans woman and try to go get a job. Check that out. It's pretty terrible. Because I went from being able to just walk in and get hired to having to get that what's the word for it? Diversity hire. So I can only get hired by like a corporation. Mom and pop just next to me every time. Excited to interview me, and then find some dumb reason not to hire me, even though I was perfect for it. It was terrible. And I work for myself now. I don't. We're mainly focused on the band. We all have jobs and stuff, but we're planning on quitting them eventually.
Hopefully.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to quit our day jobs. So,
I hear that. Yeah.
By the way, Deadnames is a great name. I love that name.
It's a fucking great name.
It's very relevant.
Yeah.
Suits us well.
Yeah.
I like telling it to people, and then if they're like, ooh, that's cool, or if they're like, dead name? What is that? Like, oh, well, you gotta ask. Probably
Maybe not for
dead
you.
name people all the time.
What upcoming gigs do you have going on and everything?
Yeah, we got the big one at Mohawk on the 11th.
Okay, that's the 11th.
And then on the 16th, we are playing our winter residency at this funky little bar in San Marcos called the Davenport. It's a real swanky, old school vibe in there. They sell like fancy drinks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's all loungy vibe, like 1940s.
And we go in there, order Lone Star and the cheapest whiskey they got.
Yeah. we have
We have our own drink there when we play.
Yeah, we have our own drink special since Maddie has her own production company, and she's doing
it's called Freaky Fridays.
Yeah, she's doing a Freaky Fridays at the Davenport place, and they're like, okay, we want to give Maddie and the Deadnames their own drink special. So when you go say, what is it called, a dead name?
It's called the Dead Name.
You're like, I want a dead name. They give you a shot of whiskey and a Lone Star.
A tall boy.
That's perfect.
Shot of Jim Beam, precisely.
So it's Jim Beam. It needs to be Jim Beam.
Yeah, it's $6. It's a good deal.
Yeah. Oh, that warms my cockles.
Yeah. To kind of preface, to kind of give you a hint on the name of Freaky Fridays, I would say we're definitely one of the outsider bands in town, because a lot of the bands are like funkier dance bands that just try to make people groove. But we try to go up on stage and give the people a show and scare them a bit, rattle them to their bones, and actually make them think.
Yeah, it's funny when the first time we played there, people kind of usually sit at the table and have conversations. The entire place was just turned around staring at us.
Yeah,
in their seats. And then at the end of each song we'd get applause. And it's we tend to grab attention because we're pretty weird.
Yeah, and I would actually say we're pretty talented. Not to toot our own horn, but we
absolutely.
We most of the songs aren't really that technical, but it's the feeling we put behind the songs and the emotions we put into
that
our
makes a lot of difference.
Yeah.
And we're having fun, and nobody wants to see a band that's serious. I mean, some people do, but we all the bands I like are the ones that I can tell are having a freaking good time, and we
play a bit better whenever we're all shit faced.
Yeah. But if I get flustered, it's not great.
I sense a story here.
If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Well, there's this one time, Maddie, we were playing this gig at a venue called the Red Bus. It's like a little trailer food park thing. And Maddie had gotten high before on the marijuanas. And she just kept on forgetting all the words. And she looks at us afterwards and she's like, please don't ever let me get high before a gig again.
I get all jam bandy. I'm like, geez, shit. This is, I forget what I'm doing.
But most of the time, we just try to stick to chugging about 400 milligrams of caffeine before the show.
Yeah, we have a couple of
throw down a couple of LeBrons
before we play.
Throw down a couple of LeBrons. Yep.
Yeah. LeBron James.
Let's get some more of them.
LeBron James.
But that energy comes through. I mean, that comes through in the music, comes through in the live performance.
Oh, for sure.
And Maddie's got some bars too on some rapping, I gotta say.
Oh yeah, I love playing that song.
That fucking song.
That's only one of the rap songs. I got a bunch.
Oh,
the
really?
one you probably heard is called "So Sick."
Yeah, that
a lot of the time we end with it because I don't know, it just gets everybody
the people
moving.
Going.
Yeah.
It's provocative.
It is provocative.
Yeah. That's good though. It's fucking good bars. It's even my daughter's walking through this and she's like, "Woo!"
I'm sick like blue waffles. Sick.
Give me the rhythm in the beatbox, it's sick. Give me the match, give me the flame, give me the light, give me the wick. And Jack may be nimble, but Maddie be quick. I give you rhymes that get you to your mind and just stick.
Boom. Ba-dum.
Yay! Woo! Yeah, we need an acapella version.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, what kind of hip hop do you listen to, or what was your hip hop background?
My favorite group is Cypress Hill.
Right on.
And then I like the fast guys like I like Tech Nine a lot, and like
Casey.
Twisted Boys. I like all the guys that are quick. And then Beastie
Twisted.
Boys, huge fan.
Absolutely.
Wu-Tang Clan. And then I grew up in Houston, so I like all the Chop and Screwed and all the H-Town.
Tripping out
all the slabbing music. Slabbing, swerving. Yeah.
I got King Kong in the trunk. King Kong. King Kong.
Yeah. I like, all that. Pimp C.
Meth.
Yeah, I could definitely hear some B-boys in there.
What? Lean.
Method, man.
Oh, meth head man? Anyways, yeah, I mean, I grew up listening to hip-hop. It was funny because when I was in, I grew up in Houston, and I lived there, like, right when that whole, like, scene was, when Houston became, like, a thing in the rap community. So it was really fun. Because you're like, oh shit, they're singing about places that I drive by daily, or going to school. Not drive by, like shoot, but like I went to the same high school Zero went to, not at the same time, but I went to that school. That's cool. Yeah. It really makes you like you want to listen to it more. It's exciting when you hear a sense of community. Someone from your city on the radio. You're like, hell yeah, sure. So everyone liked it. Everyone did. It was exciting. So, I don't know. And then my brothers, I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters. And my closest brother, Willie, he's my only fully related brother. Me and him would, when my mom, we'd go on long road trips and we'd all see how long we could rhyme a word or whatever. And then me and my brother, once we started smoking and drinking and partying, there'd be little flow circles, and we're like, well, we've been going on road trips to Mississippi every year, basically having pun-offs with our mom. So we like try a little hand in there and start kicking people's asses at it. And, just kind of, it's fun to flow, and it's fun to, write rap songs. I kind of started writing rap sarcastically, though, and then people liked it.
No, I think you're fucking great at it. That's great tracking. I'd like to hear the other one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My uncle wants me to, he's been like, you got to make like 9 or 10 of those and we'll make a whole rap album for you.
Yeah. You can be like, you can do it in like an alternative identity. And like, like that thing that Garth Brooks did where he put the little soul patch on. And what was that? Chris Gaines?
Chris Gaines.
Right.
Hey, I found out what the story is about that.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so they were going to make a movie, and the lead character was Chris Gaines, and they released the album of Chris Gaines, as a promotional thing before the movie came out, and then the movie got canceled.
Oh.
So it wasn't really him being weird and making an alter ego. It was a character he was playing in a movie.
So it's basically like a soundtrack.
Exactly. It was like all this, like Country Strong or whatever, that crap too. It was the same thing. Yeah.
Wow. And so they were like, yeah, we've already spent a bunch of money.
But then everyone's like, you're a weirdo. But really what happened is...
I guess that's the only story you could go with then to cover his ass instead of being like, well, we already spent a bunch of money on it, so...
might as well try and get our money back somehow.
Right.
I'd say they probably got it.
Oh, it probably got it. And every girl I knew who liked Garth Brooks bought that record. And now they'll never admit that they did.
I like Garth Brooks. He's good. He actually plays guitar and harmonica and writes his own songs. Like, that's... I mean, who didn't do that? George Strait. Didn't write one song, and he just holds his guitar and doesn't touch it.
He's from here, right?
He's from San Marcos.
George Strait's from San Marcos?
Yeah.
That's an unpopular opinion, then.
People love him, but he does. Taylor Swift wrote more songs than him when she was 16.
Yeah. Sold more tickets to concerts than anybody in the world.
Taylor hurts.
I'm hating on George Strait. He's just a tall drink of water. That's it. The record label grabbed him.
Yeah. What other interesting musical backgrounds do you guys bring?
I'm training to be an opera singer.
Cool.
Yeah. Hey,
Really?
Hayden's got some pipes.
Right on. We got a friend who's an opera singer.
We do. Yeah.
Nice. And that other band, when I was talking to you about our little origin story, the band that Christian and Hayden played in, It's called Dead Traffic. Hayden didn't even hold an instrument. He just sang.
I didn't even know how to play an instrument until about 3 years back, and I didn't know how to play bass
really?
until this year.
I was like, Hayden, get a bass.
Yeah, he pretty much learned how to play bass for Maddie and the Deadnames.
Huh. So you didn't have like a bass laying around or just a guitar laying around that.
No, I used Tomas's for like the first 4 months of us being a band.
It's still at his house too.
And I used my roommate's bass amp for like the first year.
Yeah, I was playing just a crappy practice amp, and I actually bought Hayden's slightly bigger amp from him for like $100, and I'm still playing that.
Wow, that's impressive to me. I mean, we've always had a guitar around the house, I think, ever since I was a kid. And picking up a bass, it made sense to me once I figured out, like, it's just standard tuning anyway. It's the top four, it's Eddie 8, like goodbye. It's just the EADG. And then it started making more sense. But I still buy a lot of guitars, but I suck at it. But I'm still not very good at playing bass. It amazes me, though, some people can just pick it up like that. Lisa, Umbacher, we were talking about, she had a similar story. She Yeah, she didn't play at all, and Todd just wanted her in the band.
She wanted a girl bass player.
Dang, I didn't know that.
That's kind of what Maddie did with me, because I used to be a front man, as Tomas was saying, but so I have a lot of energy on stage. I'm a big guy. I'm probably 300 pounds and like 5'10", but
you can hop higher than I can.
I played football for 13 years, so I got
well, there you go.
Got a lot of built up rage and energy inside me.
So I was going to ask, do you guys play music?
I fuck around with lots of instruments. I'm looking around my house right now. I got about probably 10 guitars in front of me. I play. I'm a living room rock star, though.
Gotcha.
I was in a band as a vocalist many years ago.
Cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, I've been a singer, but now just a living room rock star.
What about Matt?
I'm a terrible musician. I can piddle, but not even that well. But I love. I ended up going like the other way. I'm like, I can't play, but I love music. I want to be around it, so I ended up being like a DJ.
Nice.
For a long time, did radio and parties and whatnot. Now I'm trying to be a good influence on my kid, who's actually got some musical talent. So that's been really exciting.
Well, if they're gonna do it, like, they'll find it on their own. Honestly, because my parents tried it. Because my third grade music teacher actually signed me up for a college choir when I was about 8 years old, and that kind of like pushed me away from music, because like they're like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to sing me,
right?
Shit like
a requirement.
That. Yeah. And
I fired my guitar teacher.
Until I found music on my own, I didn't really start loving it as much as I do now.
Yeah.
Has to be your idea.
Yeah, Matt's son's doing killer as a multi-instrumentalist. He's got, he's been playing drums, guitar, bass, playing drums probably a little longer.
He's been playing drums like 3 years now, and he's getting fucking good. It like I'm jealous. I'm so jealous of the talent of the kid, because he's already better than me at everything that he tries to do.
Kids pick up stuff quick, man.
They do. They pick it up or they reject it super fast.
Yeah.
Because like my youngest daughter, I'm trying to teach her stuff on guitar, and she's just like, no, I hate it. I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Right. And we'll just leave him alone with a guitar, and you'll just hear noises coming like, wait, I fucking know that song.
Nice. That's cool.
I know what he's playing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm definitely thankful for my parents allowing me to play a full acoustic drum kit like every day in their house since I was like, 13 or so.
Yeah.
Because if not, then, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be playing drums for bands, but
yeah. Killer drummer as well.
I can only imagine how annoying it must be when you get woken up by an entire drum kit like the next room over or whatever.
You know what? It helps a lot when he's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've gone through that early phase where it was a little bit rough, but like I pretty much daily, I'd like look at my wife when he's playing and like, he's fucking good. And she's like, yeah, he really is.
I believe it. Is he playing in bands?
Sort of. He's done like a community project where kids like his age, they put them together and they kind of have a little band that they do their own thing with. And he's like written songs for them, and he's into writing songs now. They did one gig like last year where somebody didn't show up, like one of the other drummer didn't show up, and I don't know if they had stage fright or what. So he was supposed to sing on that song, so he ended up playing drums and singing the song.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that takes a lot of skill to be able to do clean.
And guts.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm proud of you, kid. That's awesome.
That's
I found that extremely difficult to do with drums.
It is. I struggle with it.
Yeah.
Something that takes a lot of practice, usually. Some people can just do it.
And it takes a long time to learn how to sing and play guitar also. It's like, I remember, I knew how to play guitar before I could sing on it. And then trying to go back and decide, I want to sing now. It was a process. Singing and playing an instrument at the same time, period, is pretty rough. It's probably much harder with drums, Yeah,
I agree. That's why, on guitar, probably I like playing a lot of blues because you can sing in the refrain, That's one of the biggest benefits to it. But trying to keep a melody with a guitar in your voice is, I don't know.
Yeah, those who can't sing and play guitar, play blues guitar. And those who can't play blues guitar, do podcasts.
That's right.
Here we are. Seriously, this is like my avenue in, right?
I'm not attacking anybody. It's
it doesn't bother me. It's true. At least on my end. I can't do those things, and I wish I could, and I hate that I can't. It like hurts me like to my core that I'm not good at that. Like if I had any magic wish, that would be it.
To be a musician?
I definitely wish I could play guitar. I always grew up with a guitar in the house as well, and I would just pick it up and kind of fiddle around. And I can play some things, but I definitely don't go around telling people I'm a guitar player. Guitar player.
Exactly.
See, I'm just as good as Tomas about, and I go around telling people I'm a guitar player.
Maddie might not know what she's doing on the guitar too much, but she writes some crazy shit that just, like...
I don't know how.
Even us, as, like, we'd call ourselves musicians, and we're just like, what are you playing there? She'll be like, bum, diddly bum, and it'll just flow, and we're like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, I learned by ear, so I kind of just, I write, or I'll figure it out. I'm teachable. Christian will be like, put your fingers over here, and I'm like, okay, there we go. But but like if you're
put your fingers over here.
But I was like, hey, we're ready to play this chord. I'm like, no te gusta, no sé nada. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's because I'm like undiagnosed dyslexic or something, but it's hard for me to like.
So you're all self-taught though too.
Yeah, these guys pretty much are too.
I am.
I've been. I used to take drum lessons, but I started drumming for my church I grew up in.
Oh man.
I was like 12 or 13 or I don't know, something like that, some young. And I was pretty much self-taught until someone in the church was like, hey, literally, they were like, you need to get so much better that I'm going to pay for like a month of lessons for you. So, I was pretty bad in the beginning, dude. Like, I've definitely come a long way, but mostly...
Now he's in one of the most rockinest bands around. Man.
Right.
Rockinest bands around.
Probably mostly self-taught, though. Just jam into the song, like, the biggest thing that helped me was listening to the songs I love and just like over and over again trying to play it exactly how the drummer plays it until, you get one song and keep moving and get better and better.
Yeah, so I write all his drum parts, and then he has to learn.
Yeah.
Maddie will go like I
Play it like, and Tomas will decipher that.
Yeah.
Nope, you don't come in on the dip, dip, dip. You come in on the beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, I come in on the get
It's like, right. Okay.
I pretty much just send these guys a song, and I'm like, hey, here's this one, and then I come to practice, and they're like, hey, we know this song now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. Pretty much. Like, us learning a song doesn't take long, honestly. There's been a couple that were weird, but that's because they were weird.
There was like one part of a song that took us like 4 hours of playing it straight.
Yeah, the time signature gets all crazy.
I wrote all my stuff on an acoustic, and I played by myself for a really long time, so I had to like kind of be entertaining as a singular act, and I do a lot of things that fill the song in and make it sound good by itself.
Like busy.
Yeah. So I write kind of funny. If it's just you got to do some stuff to be,
to fill it out.
Special. And then, and then I have a band, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't have to do all this work. Like Christian takes a lot of heat off me, and so does Hayden. And
we kind of have reconstructed all the songs to be fit for
a band,
four-person band.
Yeah.
So it's been rewriting for me too. I have to practice my own songs that I have been playing for 15 years. I'm not having to relearn the riffs, but it's still like it's a process for all of us.
Yeah. What's your standard stage rigs like?
Dinky.
Small as possible.
We're slowly but surely upgrading. Tomas has always had a badass kit, but I'm the last one with the shitty rig.
Yep.
These three guys have nice shit.
Yeah, I rock a Fender Rumble 500 with a P-Bass Special Deluxe, which is basically just a P-Bass with a jazz bass neck and a jazz pickup. So
he's all fendered out.
It does the job well.
What pedals do you have again?
I ain't got no pedals really. I use pedals sometimes, but they're not mine.
Boost.
Yeah, just boost and an envelope sometimes.
What about you, Tomas? What you got?
Me, I got a D-Drum Dios drum kit.
Sparkly green.
Sparkly green, yes.
Our instruments all match.
Her name is Puff.
All the boys have matching
and
instruments.
I have all Zildjian A customs, except for I have a 18-inch Wuhan China. I don't know if y'all know drum speak, but I'm just listing my equipment.
I'm learning it, yeah.
And yeah, we do. So my drum kit's green, Hayden's bass is green, and Christian's guitar is green. And Christian has like an entire spaceship of pedals.
Yeah, what's your rig? What's your rig, Christian?
It looks a lot bigger than it really is. It's actually not a.
Well, if I had a nickel for every time I said that.
It's actually Hayden's guitar, but it's Fender Stratocaster. It's great. It feels and plays beautifully. I had another friend actually. He worked on it and set it up really well, and it just feels really awesome. And then I run that through. I got this like Boss harmonizer pedal that makes a really cool like whammy bar effect.
Yeah.
I run a wah pedal, and then I have two distortions, like an overdrive, and then my just a main distortion. That's really all I use over there. And then I play through a Marshall half stack with a Bugera head, which is another friend of mine. So.
And then we got Maddie's rig, which is a knockoff semi-hollow body Telecaster with a humbucker and a lipstick tube. And then I got a Tube Screamer distortion pedal through a Fender Jam practice amp.
Hang on.
With a clip-on tuner. So... yeah, it's ghetto, but you know what? It fucks. Everybody likes it.
Yeah. I mean, that's all that matters.
And this little tiny amp is 75 watts, and we just mic it, and it works.
Yeah,
I keep the punk rock, going, and then Hayden's real funky. and Tomas stays in the jungle, and then Christian's over here with his all talented guru ass. He kind of glues it all together, and it kind of makes our sound. I do plan on upgrading, like, this year. I'm gonna get a Blues Junior and another probably a SG.
Yeah,
or maybe a Marshall. I don't know. We'll see.
I buy cheap guitars, but pretty good ones.
Cheap doesn't always mean they're bad. But
no, it doesn't. I got a Squire Bullet Strat that I just love. It's my number 2 guitar.
Yep.
Go to it all the time. It's got that lipstick pickup. I love the sound of that lipstick pickup.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense with the the envelope and or envelope and the wah. I got a new Wampler I'm trying out pedal.
Okay.
It does a shitload of stuff. I don't know. I can't even. I can't comprehend what it all does. So I'm not buying any more pedals till I figure it out.
I think it's true. Like, it's not what you got; it's how you use it.
Yep.
I kind of learned the same thing as a DJ. I would see DJs that would spend all of their money getting these crazy rigs, setting up with it. It would take them hours to set it up. And I'm like, I'll get mine set up in half an hour, and I will kick your ass. Because I actually know what I'm playing.
Right.
I'm reading my audience.
DJ. She's a really awesome EDM DJ around these parts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I clicked on her name by accident.
Yeah, check her out. Legacy,
like,
Legsii.
One more time, like I was talking over you.
It's Legacy with 2 I's, so it's Legsii or Legasii.
Okay, cool.
Legacy, yeah, she's great. Yeah, so check her out. Well, I'm shameless plugging my girlfriend here.
Yeah.
DJs were, brought up, so but yeah,
absolutely.
She rocks. She's super hot too.
Yes. Like I say, everybody in this band and everyone they know and their podcast hosts are extremely hot.
Yeah, especially the podcast hosts.
That's just happenstance.
I don't know. Y'all, Hayden's pretty hot. We're all kind of humbled by his hotness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be 300 pounds, but it's all sexy.
Hayden gets hit on more than anyone I know. There'll be like some hot ass girl like hanging out. She'll be like, "Hey, is your bass player single?"
Yes, the bass player is single now.
He is now single. So
it's that energy. It's them hops.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't think I was gay when we started this podcast, but now.
He said, "I didn't think I was gay when we started the podcast, but now
I'm kind of reconsidering."
I'm straight.
So are all my friends in small town Wimberley High
School. That's funny. Where can we get your shit? So, what's the best way to purchase your music, merch, etc.?
We don't have an online store set up yet, but you can stream all of our stuff on all platforms, all streaming platforms. They're available. You can download them on iTunes also.
We make our own CDs and had a friend do the artwork, so we'll set up a whole little CD production factory in my room where one person's burning them, one person's putting the artwork on, and one person's casing them.
Yeah.
So we have CDs and stickers right now. I think we're working on getting some shirts.
Yes, we got some new stickers just now. They're so cool. They're pink. Speaking of girlfriends, she made those.
I love stickers.
But yeah,
DIY.
Let's do a sticker swap.
We try to keep all the money we can. So we do our little assembly line and we get it.
At least you're staying busy enough to need an assembly line, so that's good.
Yeah, right.
That's really good.
Well, you go see how much it costs to have a CD printed. You got to get like 1,500 of them made in order to make a profit off of them, basically.
Yeah.
So,
and then you have to sell 1,500.
And then you have to sell 1,500 of them, so you don't really make your money back until later.
Yeah.
So,
well, I want a fucking shirt, that's for sure. So
we got $100. So I went and bought big old cases like at Walmart. They sell these little CD cases. And it's like $50 for 100 of them. I got those, and I bought a big stack of 100 burnable CDs, and then I went and had little inserts made for like 30 cents a piece, and we cut them out ourselves with our own hands and put them all together for $1 each and sell them for $10.
Right on.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I see.
That's profit. You do the work yourself.
Hit the thrift stores too. I've seen like stacks of like just those spindles of blank CDs that people just, I'm not going to use these, and they end up at the thrift shop.
Well, and no one really buys CDs. I mean, we sold all of them. We have pretty much, but they're more of like a collector's item now. No one uses their CD player.
Yeah, we like to sign them, or we'll even like sign our set list and give them away to like the little kids in the crowd.
Yeah.
Right on.
But it's something to it's like a memento or whatever. And then I know some people still have CD players in their car and crap, but
sure. Well, and it's valuable just to, and if that's the way you can get it out, just to get the MP3 like in your computer and just to get it home to you.
We're gonna do our album on vinyl, so we'll have vinyls. So those are still relative. People actually listen to vinyls at home today. It's popular.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make vinyls.
Yeah. Well, I want a record and a shirt, so you can put down the two or so.
Yeah, shirts are expensive too. God.
Yeah, they are.
We're gonna have to do our own shirts. Also.
We've made a couple of shirts, and I put links out there for them. But I mean, I just put out the link directly where I've had them made, and I don't get any money off of them. If you can afford to buy this fucking thing, just wear it, and it's free advertising for me. But yeah,
you guys gotta go.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Target before it closes.
We need to wrap.
Oh, I think we've.
Yeah.
We had band practice before this, so they've been here for like 4 hours now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, right on. Yeah, we don't want to keep you on all night anyway. But thanks for joining us. Each and every one of you wonderful people.
Thank you.
We had a great time. People, check out Maddie and the Deadnames.
Go to our Instagram, Maddie and the Deadnames. It's
all one word.
All one word. Maddie and the Deadnames.
You get to see titty pics.
Our link tree is another place you can go. It's linktr.ee/Maddie and the Deadnames, and then that has links to all of our interviews, all of our social media, our EP, everything. So our link tree is really great.
You can also find that on our Instagram.
Our Instagram has that website in our bio too. So follow us if you can. And we're really active on there. So if you do follow us, you'll know what we're up to and you'll know where to come see us. Right on. Yeah, the link tree is really good. I've been checking it out. It's good. Just branches out everywhere as they do. And it's good. Yeah. It's a good rundown. Yeah. What you guys are doing. So, yeah. We appreciate y'all. It's great. Yeah, thanks for having us on. It was really fun. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for listening to Undetermined the podcast. Special guest, Maddie and the Deadnames. Check it out. Check it out. Good shit. Good shit. Good refreshing rock and roll. We'll talk to you later. Have a good week, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.